Very good morning to all. At the outset, I would like to introduce myself. I am Gvrmurthy. I am working as lecturer in soft skills in Aditya Degree College for Women Kakinada. I did my BE Metallurgical Engineering from AU College of Engineering, Visakhapatnam. I earned my postgraduate diploma in Communication Soft Skills in Githam University. I achieved my ELTA certification from IFLU Hyderabad, BEC certification from British Council Chennai, and HITS certification from Wipro Mission Tennex Bangalore. Very recently, I have been awarded a gold medal and a silver medal from IIT Madras for my excellent performance in NPTEL English Language for Competitive Examinations and NPTEL Technical English for Engineers. I started my teaching career in 1999. In the last 20 years of my teaching career, I have taken thousands of English classes for several competitive examinations such as GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, GMAT, Cambridge Assault, CAT, MAT, Campus Recruitment Training, ISET, BANKS, RRB, Staff Selection Commission, GATE, IES, PSUs, CDS, NDA, UPSC, and state level public service examinations. Since the beginning of my career, I have got a plethora of opportunities to deal with the students of graduation, post graduation, engineering, MBA, MCA, nursing, pharma, and the aspirants of several competitive examinations. It gives me immense pleasure to stand before you on this occasion to speak about the importance of vocabulary. Vocabulary is defined as the collection of many unknown words. Generally, as a part of our profession, we listen to many speeches, we speak to many people, we read much material, and we write many important documents. As a part of the augmentation of our knowledge, we come across with many unknown words. The collection of all the unknown words is called vocabulary. It plays a major role in the development of effective English language. Most of the students who would like to write the academic examinations may not be aware of the significance of vocabulary. But after the completion of graduation or post graduation, it is compulsory for every student to write the competitive examination to find a decent employment in his career. If the student really aspires to settle in his life by preparing for any competitive examination, development of vocabulary is compulsory. So, before I go into the different elements of vocabulary, I would like to give you a brief application of different kinds of competitive examinations that include vocabulary. If you take any competitive examination such as GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, GMAT, Cambridge Assault, CAT, MAT, CMAT, Campus Recruitment Training, ISET, BANKS, RRB, Staff Selection Commission, LIC, GATE, IES, PSUs, CDS, NDA, UPSC, and State Public Service Commission examinations, English is included as a compulsory part of selection. And whenever English is included as a compulsory part of selection, every student must bear an important point in his mind that vocabulary forms an important part of English. Without vocabulary, we cannot imagine English language. So definitely, I can say that the success of any candidate in any competitive examination certainly depends upon his knowledge of English vocabulary. Now, I would like to talk about what are the categories of vocabulary. That's very important. Vocabulary is basically divided into many categories. There are number one, synonyms, number two, antonyms, number three, analogies, number four, fill in the blanks, number five, one word substitutions, number six, odd men out, number seven, paronyms. I will explain one by one. First, let us take the case of synonym. What is the meaning of synonym? Synonym is defined as a word having the same meaning. In English language, a one word, for example, if you take a single word, one word can have more number of meanings. For example, I take a word called insult. The word insult has got many synonyms in English. If you refer to balanced GRE, the word insult consists of many wonderful words like abase, abash, embarrass, lower, degrade, humiliate, despise, disgrace, scorn, disdain, demean, asperse, slander, defame, discredit, dishonor, detract, dispraise, belittle, wince, smash, slur, slight, revile, vilify, traduce, infame, notoriate, ignominiate, obloquiate, appropriate, derogate, denigrate, and underwrite. A word, excellent words. All the words are found in the Balanced GRE book. Similarly, if you take the word called hardworking, wonderful word of English language, the word has got many wonderful synonyms like assiduous, sedulous, diligent, persevering, persistent, industrious, painstaking, studious, arduous, strenuous, exerted, concerted, relentless, indefatigable, and contemplated. Excellent words. Whenever you want to talk about any such kind of important efforts that you put in, you can certainly use the words, I am keen on putting in my assiduous efforts to achieve the target. I don't want to be denigrated by any person for no fault of mine. So, besides knowing the word, you have to learn what is the parts of speech of the word and how to use a word in the sentence of your own. If you take any word from the list of vocabulary, every word must belong to a noun, a verb, an adjective, and an adverb. You take any vocabulary word in the language, every vocabulary word must belong to one of the four categories, namely noun, verb, adjective, and adverb. And another important peculiarity is that English is a convertible language. If you take one word in English language, the same word can be expressed in many other parts of speech without changing the original meaning of the sentence. But the only thing is that with the change of the parts of speech of the word, the way how the word has to be used in a sentence must also change accordingly. That's the only care we need to take care of. The next category is antonyms. The words having the opposite meaning are called antonyms. For example, I take the word called assiduous. Assiduous meaning is hardworking. What is the antonym word of hardworking? Lazy. If you take the word of lazy, there are many wonderful synonyms are there like lethargic, torpid, sluggish, inert, inactive, dismal, gloomy, drowsy, haggard, sedentary, saturnine, stolid, slothful, quiescent, indolent, lackadaisical, languid, languorous. Excellent words are there. So we have taken one word and we have taken what are the synonyms of the word and what are the antonyms of the word. So in this way, if you keep on learning the synonyms and antonyms of the word, you will be able to learn the English in the simplest and easiest form. The best method of developing the most powerful vocabulary is to identify the synonyms and antonyms of the word. Third category is analogies. Very, very important. Analogies indicate the relation between the words. In the analogy section, two words are given. The candidate is required to identify the relation between the words. Once you identify the relation between the words from the given options, you should be able to identify the same kind of word set bearing the same relation with the given question pair. Whatever relation is identified in the question pair, we must be able to identify the same kind of relation in the answer pair. That's called analogy. Very, very important part. After synonyms, antonyms, and analogies, the next section is called fill in the blanks. In some competitive examinations, they call it a sentence completion, and in some other examinations, they call it as a text completion. It may be anything. In this sentence completion, what is given? A long sentence is given to you with a small blank in the middle of two words. Because with that blank, the meaning of the sentence is not complete. To fill the meaning of the blank, 4 or 5 words are given as options. You have to know the meaning of every word given in the option and identify which word has to be filled in the given blank in order to complete the meaning of the sentence perfectly. That's the only thing we need to do. The sentence completion is a very, very important part. Next part is one word substitutions. Very, very essential. One word substitution is nothing but a replacement of a long sentence with a small word. That's called exactly one word substitutions. For example, I take the word called a person who is highly selfish, a person who does not want to bother about the welfare of others. What is the name of the person? Egoist. A person who wants to right? Make a lot of self-bombastic speech. That kind of person is called egotist. A person who is highly interested in the welfare of others, introvert. A doctor who specializes in the treatment of the medical problems of women, he or she is called gynecologist. A doctor who specializes in the treatment of the medical problems of men, he is nothing but an andrologist. So in this way, a long sentence is replaced by a single word. Clear? If you go into the grammar, there is one part called paragraph writing, essay writing, paraphrasing, and summarizing. If you want to talk about the act of writing, whenever you want to express your thoughts in the form of writing, the first character of the writing is that the writing must always be brief, concise, clear, to the point, and accurate. All these five characters can be achieved by using wonderful vocabulary words of one-word substitutions. They play a major role in reducing the length of the sentence without reducing the original meaning, essence, and fragrance of the sentence. That's why one-word substitutions occupy a prominent role in every competitive examination, no doubt. After one-word substitutions, the next important topic is odd men out. Very essential. What is the meaning of odd men out? 4 or 5 words are given to you. Out of the set of words, out of 5 words, 4 words belong to one particular category and the 5th word does not belong to that particular category. You need to identify that kind of word. What is the first character of odd men out? We have to know the meaning of all the 5 words and identify a one particular word which does not belong to that category. For example, I will give you the word called lethargic, slothful, indolent, lackadaisical, and assiduous. Let us analyze the words. If you take the 5 words, the first 4 words indicate the meaning of dull. The last word, assiduous, indicate the meaning of hardworking. After these 5 words, hardworking is entirely different from all the remaining 4 words. So assiduous is an odd man out. Clear? Assiduous is an odd man out. Similarly, I take Delhi, Mumbai, Calcutta, Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad. Except Delhi, all the remaining 5 words are only state capitals. Delhi is the capital of India, so Delhi is odd man out. In such a way, when a pair of words are given, you need to study the property of every individual word and identify only one word which does not belong or bear the same relation with the remaining word. That's called exactly odd man out. And the last category is called paronyms. They are called confusable words. For example, I take the words W-R-I-T, right, R-I-T, right, R-I-O-T, right, R-I-G-H-T, right, W-R-I-G-H-T, right, W-R-I-T, right, I know. I want to write a letter. R-I-T, right means a system or a tradition. We must write the marriage was performed according to the Hindu rites, R-I-T, right. R-I-O-T, right means a great fight or a struggle. There took place a great fight between the English and the French. R-I-G-H-T, right. The word R-I-G-H-T can act as both as a noun as an adjective. For example, it is my right. Here R-I-G-H-T is used as a noun. Please take the right turn. R-I-G-H-T is an adjective. Now last one, W-R-I-G-H-T. The writer of an important book or a novel is called W-R-I-G-H-T. We call it the playwright. So if you examine all the words W-R-I-T-E, R-I-T-E, R-I-O-T, R-I-G-H-T, W-R-I-G-H-T, if you see the pronunciation of the words, all the words are pronounced in the same way, but their spellings are different and their parts of speech are different and their applications are also different. So these kind of words are called confusable words or paronyms. If you take a majority of the competitive examinations, these 7 areas of vocabulary are very, very important and they occupy a pivotal role in deciding the success of the people. Now, I would like to suggest you some important books of reading, how to enrich our vocabulary. Like Balanced GRE, the first book, B-A-R-R-O-N-S, Balanced GRE. Balanced GRE is a wonderful book to augment our entire vocabulary power. Similarly, Normal Lewis, another important book is called Normal Lewis, the Word Power Made Easy. These 2 books are very, very vital. Balanced GRE and Normal Lewis. I would like to speak a few words about the importance of Normal Lewis. I already told you the one-word substitutions Normal Lewis is a collection of one-word substitutions. Clear? If you take any section of a Normal Lewis, for example, if you consider the book of Normal Lewis, there are different kinds of people on the earth. I would like to tell you some of the words of Normal Lewis. They are egoist, egotist, altruist, introvert, extrovert, ambivert, misanthrope, misogynist, 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 misandrist, egocentric, egomaniac, lecher, dilettante, dabbler, novice, neophyte, tarot, greenhorn, rookie, harridan, virago, termagant, hedonist, sybarite, and bonvivant. These are all the different kinds of peoples and their personalities which are clearly mentioned in the book of Norman Lewis. I can definitely say that before you begin to read Barron's GRE, which consists of highly advanced version of English words, I would like to recommend all the people to read the book of Norman Lewis, because I can say that I don't know how many English books are there in the world. There might be many books, but I would like to say that Norman Lewis is considered to be the most powerful weapon to bridge, augment our basic foundations of English vocabulary. Because if you want to build a very big building in your life, you need to just understand the importance of constructing a great foundation. I can proudly say that Norman Lewis will certainly act as an important foundation to build our vocabulary to an escalated level. Therefore, I would like to take this wonderful opportunity to all my beloved students to understand the growing importance of English language, in our life, and put your efforts in the right direction and work hard in this way. Try to follow my valuable piece of advice to you, and try to enrich your language levels and achieve success in your life. My dear friends, last but not the least, I would like to talk about important certification examinations in English. There are HITS, High Impact Teaching Skills Certification, offered by Wipro Mission 10X Bangalore. Dale Corners Certification, offered by Wipro Mission 10X Bangalore. BEC, Business English Certification, offered by one of the British Councils in India, namely British Council New Delhi, British Council Mumbai, British Council Calcutta, and British Council Chennai. And last but not the least, the wonderful certifications offered by NPTEL of one of the IITs in India, like NPTEL, like English Language for Competitive Examinations, and NPTEL Technical English for Engineers. If you want to prepare for any of the aforesaid certification examinations in India, your knowledge of vocabulary and functional grammar are very, very important. So I would like to take this wonderful opportunity to make an earnest advocacy to all my beloved young minds to put forth their efforts in the right direction and augment your vocabulary to an enormous extent and achieve success in the career of your choice. I wish all of you a great and spectacular success in all the days to come. I pray to the God Almighty that He may always be with you to ensure your prosperity, longevity, and a triumph in the days to come. With these very few concluding remarks, I would like to take leave with all of you for today. Thank you very much. Thank you and all.